Algebra. Here we will be discussing methods to find the inverse of a matrix. This is a part of my lecture and course series. I am the creator of MathMadeEasy. I am Suman Matthews, a math educator teaching mathematics for close to 3 decades. Now, what is an elementary matrix? An elementary matrix is a matrix obtained from a unit matrix. And we'll discuss a few methods to find the inverse of a matrix here. So first of all, we have the Gauss-Jordan method. So use Gauss-Jordan method to find the inverse of this matrix. So what we do is we write this matrix as it is. And then I'm going to write the identity matrix next to it. That is the 3 by 3 identity matrix. So we basically partition it like this, and whatever row operation we apply to the matrix on the left, we will apply to the identity matrix. So first of all, I try to make this lower triangle 0. So this is the lower triangle which I will try to make 0 first. So how can you do that? If I were to do R2 minus R1 and R3 plus 2 times R1, R3 minus R1 and R3 plus 2 times R1. So this would reduce to, so this becomes 0, 1, minus 3. This is 0, minus 2, 2, and correspondingly you apply the same thing to the matrix on the right. So this becomes 1, 0, 0, minus half R2 minus R1. So you will get it as minus 1, 1, 0, 2, 0, 1. Now what we would be doing is, if I were to do half times R2, if I were to do half times R2, I can say that this would be 0, 2 and minus 6. This would be 0, 2 and minus 6. So if I were to do half times R2, if I were to do half times R2, you will get a 1 here. So that is why the next operation will be half times R2. Now you are free to use your own row or column operations. There is no hard and fast rule that you have to use the same thing. So this becomes 0, 1, minus 3, 0, minus 2, 2. The third row remains the same. Apply the same half times R2 here. So this becomes minus half, half, 0, 2, 0, 1. Now we will try to make, if I do R3 plus 2 times R2, then this entry becomes 0. So the next entry will operation, elementary row operation, if I were to do R3 plus 2 times R2. So in that case, it would reduce to 1, 1, 3. The second row remains the same. The third row is 0, 0, minus 4. Again you get 0, 1, 1. This would reduce to that. And now we have got the lower triangle 0. So again we need to get the identity matrix here. Now if I were to do R2 minus R1, if I were to do R1 minus R2, we will try to do R1 minus R2 here. So if I were to do R1 minus R2, this entry would become 0. Now we are working on the upper triangle. So this would reduce to 1, 0, 6. Second and third row remain the same. And here you get 3 by 2 minus half 0. Again the second and third row remain the same. Now if I were to do minus 1 by 4 times R4, if I were to do minus 1 by 4 times R4, then this entry becomes 1. And we are ultimately working at getting a 3 by 3 matrix, identity matrix. So this reduces to minus 1 by 4 minus 1 by 4 minus 1 by 4. And now what do? We still have a minus 3 here. So if I were to do R2 plus 3 times R3, R2 plus 3 times R3, then we can work on this entry becoming 0. So that is what I would do next. So you would get second row becomes 0 1 0, and then here you get 3 by 2 minus half 0. The second row becomes minus 5 by 4 minus 1 by 4 minus 3 by 4. You can do the calculations on your own. I'm giving you the final values. And now if I were to do R1 minus 6 times R3, if we do this R1 minus 6 times R3, then this entry becomes 0. So that is what we would be working on now. So you get 1 0 0 in the first row. So we have got the identity matrix here, and this reduces to 3 1 3 by 2 minus 5 by 4 minus 1 by 4 minus 3 by 4. The third row remains the same. So we have got the identity matrix here, and by the Gauss-Jordan method, your inverse of this matrix would be this matrix, that is 3 1 3 by 2 minus 5 by 4 minus 1 by 4 minus 3 by 4 minus 1 by 4 minus 1 by 4 minus 1 by 4. This is what we get here. Next, we come to normal form of a matrix. So normal form of a matrix says that every non-zero matrix of rank R can be reduced